Hello everybody. I want to come here live today to just stand with my twin sister, Mayuk Manuel, and the other tiny house warriors that are facing criminal charges right now. This is a political trial that is happening. This is a politically charged trial by the Crown against Indigenous land defenders, Secwepemc freedom fighters and land defenders that have been living on the territory off of the Indian Reserve. And it's a really courageous stand that tiny house warriors, who are the Secwepemc land defenders, have made these past 5 years as they face off with one of the world's global petrol projects, which is the Trans Mountain Pipeline coming from the tar sands. The Alberta tar sands is one of the biggest industrial projects right now known to mankind, and they're mining right now in Indigenous territories, and this bitumen that they're mining is being transported, and they're building pipelines, increasing tanker traffic, and building up refineries. All of this oil is really linked to the war, linked to weapons, and people need to really start to link this oil that they're taking out of the ground in Indigenous territories around the world that's fueling the war, fueling this continued imperialist countries that continue to just reap all the resources and continue to oppress and commit genocide and violate Indigenous human rights. I'm right now on this ground here in Mullins River, Belize. I'm not in my homelands right now, and this is why I'm leaving this message here for everybody that watches it, that put your heart and your soul and your spirit and your voice towards the dropping of the charges of my sister Mayuk Manuel, of Aisha Jules, and the other land defenders that are facing trial today, Trisha. And we want to just send our voice into the universe that these charges be dropped, that Indigenous people continue to live free without any type of colonial interference. And I'm right now dealing with a human rights situation and crisis situation here in Belize, Central America, which is another conversation. But I'm here doing work, and I continue to link our fight for Indigenous peoples, our fight for our Indigenous land and our self-determination globally as I walk this earth in this little bit of time that we have on this planet. But today, my heart and my spirit and my prayers go for my sister Mayuk Manuel, who's in court in Kamloops today. So if anybody's in Kamloops, they're heading to court first thing in the morning, closing arguments, tiny house warriors, and they have a whole slew of political charges against them, including loitering on their own land. This is very serious charges, and the people that are charging them from the government are the workers of Trans Mountain Pipeline. So these are workers of Trans Mountain Pipeline, and a lot of them have over 20 plus working for the RCMP. So these are retired RCMP that have taken jobs with Trans Mountain, and this is a specific unit called CIRG, Community Industry Response Group, that was formed to deal with Indigenous resistance against pipelines and industry. They were deployed out at Fairy Creek blockades, and they'll be deployed against any Indigenous people that stand up for their land. It's really to oppress and suppress Indigenous uprisings and Indigenous resistance in the so-called country of Canada, which is occupied territories. This is Indigenous lands, all across from the east to the west coast. And I see Harrison on Nuxalk Nation. We stand, let everybody know that my sister's facing trial right now. The Secwepemc, we have a alliance with the Nuxalk in Bella Coola. My grandfather worked there, and we continue to hold that alliance strong, and let everybody know, Canada's trying to come down heavy on my family, and my twin sister, and we need her free, and we need her not on bail. We need her free, be able to continue to fight for our land. So thank you for watching and tuning in, and please share this live feed. Go on to my sister's Facebook, Mayuk Manuel, on her Instagram, Aisha Mayuk, and you're going to see and get updated about what is happening with the trial right now. So thank you.